By 1916, the city of Los Angeles had electricity in most of its industrial areas, which allowed film production to be plugged into power. As movie production grew because of available electricity, movie production also increased the demand for electricity. Movies became both a power consumer and a driver of more power consumption.
By the teens, even as you're shooting on location, you're also moving a lot of production indoors. So you've moved west to a place that has sunshine much of the year, but then you sort of turn your back on natural lighting and go indoors. One of the ironies is in the studio, you're trying to recreate the nature you've actually shut the doors on. The commercial film industry is labor intensive, it's cost intensive, it uses lots of resources.
Film is silver-coated cellulose. Cellulose is a byproduct of cotton. And there wouldn't be any movies if millions of bales of cotton weren't grown each and every year in our southern states.
One of the attractions to bring people into the movies is Technicolor, which actually uses 3 strips of film, so it's 3 times as costly. It uses up 3 times the resources. You need brighter lights on sets, and Technicolor sets are evidently extremely hot.
You control the light in there, but you also control your sets. And if you have to leave them up day after day, you can keep them there in a stable situation.
If you had to be in a studio, or even if you're outdoors and you wanted to set the stage, you maybe can't get there with the outdoor backdrop, so you'd have a painted backdrop. Energy was used to manufacture these backdrops, so you could create the Emerald City in The Wizard of Oz.
Beautiful.
Create a scene in Egypt for Cleopatra. You could film it in Southern California, but make it look like you're somewhere else.
In the 20s and 30s, there's an interest in compositing effects, rear projection. All of that's handled better within the studios.
There's a lot of control that happens in a stage, and you can build a lot of things in a stage. Sin City was entirely in one soundstage, in a green screen. Pluses, easy scheduling. You're basically in one room. You can control the weather. You know, that's a beautiful thing when you're making a movie. You always have to have a cover set, because if it's gonna rain, if it's gonna be lightning, thunder, hurricanes, whatever, you have somewhere to run and actually keep working.